Hello. Hi. Hello, my friends. I'm currently in an airport and I have not been able to make my flight, so I figured I should make some content. I wanted to take this time to talk about something that I think people struggle with very often, and I'm hoping that my perspective on it can help you guys shift your perspective and basically take something negative and turn it into something positive. So I flew to Tennessee for my brother's birthday to visit with him and my family, and something came up to where I needed to leave a bit early. So I was trying to change my original flight to an earlier date, and it just wasn't gonna work out for me. So I have the privilege of flying for free under Delta because my mom is a retired flight attendant, so I'm able to use her passes, but it comes with cons. And those cons are that you fly standby. And for those of you who don't know what standby means, it means you don't get on that plane unless there is a seat open. So pretty much you come to the airport and you just pray that you're gonna board. And if you don't, you keep trying until you can get on a flight. And if you can't get on a flight, you go home and you try again. So currently in the process of trying to get on a flight, and it has not been working out for me, or maybe it has been working exactly the way it needs to. So that's kind of what this video is about reframing that scenario of a stressful, annoying, frustrating situation that oftentimes people think is happening to them, and in reality it's happening for them in some manner that you may not understand. So originally I booked a flight for 4 p.m. It had a lot of seats open, so I was pretty confident that I was gonna make it. And then some situation occurred that was out of my control, which was a 1 o'clock flight got delayed to 4:30. So then of course everybody from that 1 o'clock flight wanted to move to the 4 o'clock flight because it's the earliest one, the next earliest one. So me being standby, I did not make the 4 o'clock one. So then they rolled me over to the 4:30 one, and it's just thing after thing keeps happening and I'm not able to make these flights. So 4:31, I rolled over to it, right? This is the original 1 o'clock delayed one. And then the plane gets here, the captains come off and they announce that they legally are not allowed to fly the plane back because of, their start time. They began work early in the day and legally they're not allowed to work past a certain time limit as captains. So they basically were the flight's either gonna get canceled or we're gonna try and find, last minute captains. So of course they're scrambling, and supposedly there's supposed to be captains that are going to be able to fly at 6:30. So now that 4:30 flight that was originally a 1 o'clock flight has now been pushed to 6:30. But the problem with this is, in order to fly to Florida from Tennessee on Delta, you have to go through Atlanta, which means I have to pray that once I get to Atlanta, I can make a flight from Atlanta to Florida and make it home. I wanna go home. Ugh. So basically all of this is just to say that it's not useful at all to let circumstances, situations, experiences that are out of your control have any power over you. There's no point in stressing about it. There's no point in getting angry. There's no point in letting it control your emotions in any way. It's not gonna benefit you. It's not in your best interest. I just like to ask myself, what is this gonna do for me, right? If I'm stressed about the situation, or I'm angry, or I'm upset, or I'm annoyed, what are those emotions going to do for me? How are they gonna benefit me? What am I gonna gain from feeling that stuff? Not necessarily just feeling it, but letting it take over me, letting it control me. When I give uncontrollable circumstances power over me, I lose power over everything else. I lose any power that I have over myself, and I don't like that. And also, what's the point? It's literally out of your control. Why would you even give away your energy to caring about it? I don't know. But also, on top of that, I just like to reframe things and like try and see it in a different light. I always think the universe is conspiring for me and not against me. So I just always assume that what's happening for me is meant to happen for me. And it could be something like maybe I wasn't meant to be on that flight because I was gonna get sick from the person next to me. Or maybe I'm meant to be on this other flight because I'm gonna meet somebody who's going to greatly impact my life. Like, there are so many unknown scenarios and realities that can be occurring. It's just like, it's happening for you. It's always happening for you. It's never happening to you. It's just your perception of the situation. And I just feel like moments like these are really good learning lessons to be able to kind of reframe and rewire your mind to think in a way that's more beneficial and empowering for you. They're making an announcement that the flight with the captains on it that are supposed to come at 6:30 has taken off and they're coming here. So that's cool. Yay! Hopefully I'm gonna get on. I saw a lot of people leaving because they were obviously upset about the fact that this flight has been pushed from 1 p.m. to now 6:30 p.m. But it also may have to do with like maybe they're connecting flights, they weren't gonna be able to make it, so it just makes more sense for them to come another day. Whatever, I'm going off on a tangent now. Anyways, so yeah, I just always like to believe that the universe is conspiring for me and in my favor, and never against me. And so everything that's meant for me is gonna happen to me, and that's just how I live my life and how I wire my brain to work. That's just the belief system that I've ingrained in myself. And it's moments like these where I'm able to really implement it and remind myself of these core values that I have. And I just wanted to kind of like pass that along to you guys so that maybe next time you guys are in a frustrating or annoying situation that's just out of your control, you can try using this process to kind of reframe the whole scenario in your mind to seem like something that's more empowering and something that's meant to be happening for you rather than to you. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my little airport pep talk advice. Mindset work. Also, a fun little thing is now that I'm sitting here waiting for this flight that I think I'm gonna make because there's just I have to. I gotta get home. They announced that they ordered pizza for everybody, which is really cool. Like, I've never had that happen before where an airline like messes up and they reward everybody with pizza. Like, normally they give out their little snacks and stuff, but no, they like straight up ordered whole pizzas for us. So that's cool because now I'm gonna get fed and I don't have to buy airport food. And I love that. I love that. So this is just, you know, like little things that can help you make a positive experience out of something that's seemingly negative. It's just a really beautiful thing once you can master that and get a hold of your emotions and your thoughts. So I hope you guys are able to take this and apply it to a situation in the future where you find yourself getting frustrated or annoyed or angry because something out of your control is seemingly happening to you, and reframe it in a way that's really empowering and positive and reminds you that everything is happening for you and you may not know why. You don't know why most of the time, but you just have to believe that and then you'll attract that. So everybody pray for me. Hope I get on my flight. I'm gonna get on my flight. I'm not worried about it. I was meant to have this free pizza and that's why I was not supposed to make those other flights. Yeah. See, it's thoughts like those where I'm like, okay. But yeah, so hope this is helpful for you guys.